My agency makes over 145K a month, and in this video, I'm gonna give you all the systems so you can just steal them. We don't run our agency like most people do, so if you actually wanna run a profitable and successful agency, listen up. So today we'll be going over three main pillars, and the first one is client acquisition, the second one is service delivery, and the third one is operations. These are all of our systems that comprise up of our 145K a month agency. So let's first dive into client acquisition because you need clients to run a successful agency, right? So let's get into client acquisition right now. So client acquisition, obviously when I first got started in the whole agency game, I primarily did cold email. And this is more so because I didn't have as much capital going into this business. But right after we hit like the 8 to 10K a month mark, we delve everything right into paid ads. And paid ads are how we scaled up to 145K a month, and essentially are like the main reason we did so. And if you really want to scale up fast, you got to use paid ads because it's the easiest way to get in front of a lot of potential clients and actually get them to book on your calendar. So you can do that rather than going through cold email and just like manually doing everything. So this is why I recommend doing paid ads if you really want to scale, and they are the biggest lever you can pull in terms of actually getting up to that first 100K a month mark. So for paid ads, generally we run like just simple like image ads or UGC videos for our B2B ads. So generally it's like this because you just want to have like the offer come across really fast to the potential user, and they also don't really like seeing a lot of those AI ads for like B2B. I mean, obviously you could do like the VEO3 as just like a general hook, but generally like image ads or UGC video ads generally perform a lot better than AI ads for B2B side. So that's generally like what we do for like the ads part of it. And for like the actual targeting that we use for the B2B ads, we generally do three types of targeting. The first one is just broad targeting, right? So just no interest base at all. You just like adjust like the age and location and what you want to advertise to. The second one is you still adjust the age and location, but you add in interest. So you do have like a narrow interest in which you have like a small subset of people. So like generally like 1 to 5 million people, like so select different interests that add up to like 1 to 5 million population in which you're advertising to. And then the next interest one is like broad interest. And this is like where you add a bunch of different interests, and they're more broad, and they generally add up into like the 40 to 50 million range. So you're advertising to a lot of different people there. And our last set of targeting is lookalike audiences. So this is when you get a huge list of your particular audience, and you upload that to Facebook as a custom audience, and then you add like a lookalike audience based on that custom audience. So that's generally the types of targeting that we use for our B2B paid ads. And then like once the particular client is interested in our ad, we guide them over to a landing page. And we use landing pages because it's a lot easier to get higher quality prospects on it, and it's not as easy to fill out the form. So you're generally getting a higher quality prospect, like if you're using landing pages opposed to like lead forms. But they both work, but it's just going to be a lot easier to get spam leads when you're doing lead forms because it's a lot easier to just click the button and submit. But like with landing pages, what you want to do is have a qualification quiz so you can easily disqualify unqualified prospects. So you want to have like different like fields in here, like your like business name that they like input, and then you want to ask like how much like they're making, like how many appointments that they're doing right now, and like different things that you can easily like disqualify them on. So you only get on the phone with qualified prospects. And what we've learned over the past couple of years of actually advertising and like doing B2B lead generation is that quality matters a lot more than quantity. Because at first we were just like, oh yeah, we'll let anyone through. But at the end of the day, you're just wasting your time with people who won't even buy anyway. So you want to focus on quality rather than quantity, especially in B2B, because you just really want to focus on getting the best possible prospects onto your calendar so you can have a good pipeline of just people who are ready to buy your service. And generally how we come up with ideas for our B2B ads, I know I should have covered this a little bit earlier when I was talking about the ads portion of it, but generally like how we scope out different ideas, we don't really look within our niche for like the B2B ads. We look in other niches like for example, you can look in like home remodeling, see like what they're doing for their B2B ads. And you can see if you can come up with anything like within that niche that could be applicable for your niche. And you do this all through Meta Ads Library. Like Meta Ads Library is such a great source to come up with different ideas for your niche. It's better to look in other niches opposed to your own niche, because anything like within your niche has probably already been used and ran through. But in other niches, if you find some new ideas, you go apply it back to your own niche and actually get really good B2B ads for your agency. So that is the client acquisition part of our 145K a month agency. It's primarily just B2B paid ads, but you can also do cold email because that also works really well. And that's how we got to our first 10K a month. But if you really want to scale up to like the 100K a month mark, you got to be using paid ads. I know it can be a little scary at times, but you just got to put the money in and get the return on investment for your paid ads. So that is client acquisition. Now let's move into service delivery. So for service delivery, the first part is actually coming up with ideas for your particular ads, right? So like I said earlier, Meta Ads Library is so crucial in coming up with a lot of different ideas because you can look at any niche you want and look to see like what's working, what's not working. And the best way to do this is to look at other niches that aren't your own niche because you can come up with a lot more new ideas that are unique and like creative to your own niche, right? So like for example, if you are running in the roofing niche, I would look at like the solar niche, the home remodeling niche, the kitchen remodeling niche, like debt niche, like life insurance niche. And look at those niches and see what is working in those niches and see if you can apply to anything for like your own niche. This is how we come up with a lot of different like new hooks, new like ways of running ads and different things like that because other niches might be more advanced than your niche and you're like, oh yeah, I can apply this to my own niche and it'll work really well. And that's why I love Ads Library so much is because you can already see what's working. People have already spent millions of ads in Ads Library, so why not just use that and see like, oh yeah, like this is already working for them. Let's see if I can apply it for my own niche. And Meta Ads Library is a huge source of our system to actually come up with winning ads for our niche. So that is the first and most important part of service delivery. And the second part is like the different types of ads that we run. And a large portion of our ads are these AI videos right here in which you have like different B-roll from your niche and you have an AI voiceover on top of it. And to come up with the scripts for these AI voiceover videos, we use like Claude to write a lot of them. And then sometimes we just write some of them on our own, right? So a lot of our ads are these AI voiceover videos with B-roll. They work really, really, really well. And if you're not running them yet, definitely give them a try because they work really well. And the second type is like our UGC videos. So we have this like standard UGC videos and like when I have this bucket right here, so we have our standard UGC videos and then we also use AI UGC videos and they both work. But like my like biggest realization over the past couple of years is you want to have a variety, especially if you're spending a lot of money. You want to have a variety of different ads. And if you only run AI ads, they'll most likely hurt each other. I mean, if you're not spending that much, it won't really hurt each other like then. But if you're spending a lot of money, they will actually hurt each other. So that's why you want to have a good variety of different ads. So you have like your big portion of AI ads, and then you have some UGC ads. And then we also run image ads down here as well, just standard image ads, because they work really well too, and they like diversify like your ads. And by doing this, not all of your ads look the same, so people are not just like overwhelmed like with one style of ad. So the best bet here is to have a variety of different ads, switch it up from image ads to AI ads to UGC ads, and they all work. But like just getting started, I'd probably just start off with AI ads because they work the best and you can use AI to actually write all of your copy for you. And they're the easiest to get started with and actually get great results right off the bat. And the last part here is like the copywriting aspect of it. So a lot of our copy is actually created by using AI. And the best way to attack the copywriting using AI is to actually feed it a lot of winning scripts. Because if you don't feed it really good copy, the AI is not going to know like what to write and it'll just give you bad copy if you don't feed it winning scripts. So the best bet is to feed it a bunch of good data of good winning scripts and winning hooks, and that can actually give you a really good output for your particular scripts, and you can actually create winning ads using AI. So that is pretty much the service delivery part of it. And the biggest part on top of that is just testing a lot. You got to test a lot of different ads every single day to see what resonates within your niche. And if you don't test, you're never going to get that many winning ads. And the biggest thing of it all is just to test a lot and do a lot of different research into other niches to see like what's working and what's not working. But the biggest thing is to test. So that is the service delivery aspect of our agency. And now let's get into operations, because without operations, you're not really gonna see like where you can grow and scale. So let's get into operations right now. So for operations, the first part is tracking. So we use Google Sheets to track like almost everything within our agency, whether that's finances, whether that's hiring, whether that's like testing new things, whether that's like different like client results, literally everything. We track everything within Google Sheets. And then if you use Google Sheets, there's like a good analytical dashboard that you can easily pair it with called Looker Studio, in which you can get nice looking dashboards to have like a better overview of all of your data. But if you don't track anything within your agency, you will not have a successful agency, right? Because if you're just like going like in the wind and just trying to like do a bunch of different things without tracking it, it's just gonna like, you're not gonna know like whether it worked or not, and you're just gonna be like just guessing if things worked or not, and you won't run a successful and profitable agency if you do this. So definitely track everything that you do within your agency, and you'll be a lot more successful, and you'll be like, oh yeah, like we need to do this again, or like we need to do more of this. And you can actually have like a like actual predictable system to actually scale your agency and actually get great results for your clients. So that's the first part of operations. The second part is building our dream team. So without our team, we'd be nothing today, and our team really helps like glue us together and actually like get great results for our clients. So the way our team structure is formatted is it's me and my business partner, and he handles more of like the creative department, and I handle more of like the media buying department. So we have a few different like copywriters, video editors, in which he manages, and he just is more involved in like the creative aspect of it. And then I manage the media buyer. So our media buyer handles everything from like our ad buying strategy and everything like that, and then also like inputting and updating all these Google Sheets. He really like holds everything together and makes sure like the strategy type of things is really glued together. So it's not really like a huge team. The biggest part of it is like creative and like the data part of it. So like once you have like your creative team and then your data part of it, like it's really like a really good system to actually like create winning ads consistently and to be able to get great results for your clients. And we're still building our team each and every day. We're constantly hiring. So if any of you are not really interested in like running your agency and want to work for a 7-figure agency to help create ads, to create like different scripts, depending on like what you're skilled on, definitely like shoot me a message below, and I can give you a little bit more information if that's something that you'd be interested in. But we're still building out our dream team, and like later, this is like only like once you get to like the 30 or 40K a month mark is when you really need to start like actually building your team. And like without a team after that, you're just going to be like really overwhelmed, and you're going to get like burnt out if you don't have a team like actually helping you with everything. And it won't really allow you to like focus on the higher level activities of your agency if you're more involved in like the day-to-day aspects of actually like media buying or doing all the video editing yourself. So really like once you get to that 30 or 40K a month mark, you're gonna wanna have a team. Although hiring might seem easy, it's not that easy, and you're gonna have to go through many different iterations. And one point I wanna add on to the hiring is like make sure that you have so many different SOPs in place so that the hire actually knows what to do and actually knows how to succeed in your specific role. Because like there's a few hires that we hired in the beginning, and we thought like it was all on the hire that we actually like hired. We were like, oh yeah, they're not good enough. But it's actually all on us because we didn't train them up well enough. We didn't have good SOPs. We're just like, oh yeah, like here's what you need to do. And then we expected them to get like great results, right? But that's not the way it works, and you really need to focus a huge emphasis on training and building out SOPs for your team so that it can all be good, right? So that is the team aspect of it. And then the last part I want to tap into is just more of like my daily like routine and like how I actually go about working each and every day. So a lot of the day is just working on my computer and figuring out different ways in which we can make more money or how we can scale up even further. So a lot of the portion of the day is that, and I love the agency that I run now because we can work wherever. Like in this specific image, it's in St. Barts. I'm just working throughout the day in St. Barts. Great view. And then another portion of the day is like I like to go work out and actually focus on my health. So in this specific image, it's just like my apartment. We have different cold plunges, saunas. So generally I just go work out down there, or I go work out at like another gym within the city. So I love to focus on my health and going to the gym each and every day. So that's a large portion of the day. And then other than that, I like to just go eat with friends, go on walks with my girlfriend, go out to dinner with my girlfriend, or just like literally just chill and watch Netflix to like take my mind off work at night for a few hours, right? So that's pretty much the operations part of it. So that's pretty much all I had for you today. So if you got any value out of this video, drop a like, comment, subscribe. And if you want my direct one-on-one help to help start and scale your agency, book a call below. But that's all I had for you today. So get to work in peace.